Alrighty, folks. So it's about noon right now on the East Coast, and the markets are all over the place like they have been. We have the S&P 500 up 0.1% as the Dow is down 0.1%. We have the Russell down 0.5% as the Nasdaq is up, you guessed it, 0.5%. So we're going to break down the markets in this video, talk stocks. We're going to break down charts, and we're going to go over what I'm doing in these markets. So sit back, relax, of course. Take a sip of your coffee, guys. Get your free money from Moomoo and from Webull down below. Up to 15 stocks for Moomoo and up to 12 stocks from Webull. And let's dive into the video, guys. And by the way, all those links down below do help out the channel. I appreciate you all as always. So again, right now we have a mixed bag market at about noon on the East Coast. We're pretty much halfway through the day at this point. Not quite yet exactly halfway through, but pretty much there, guys. And we have the S&P 500 looking here at SPY, which is an ETF. You guys know tracks the S&P 500. This is trying to hold above the 50 SMA, and quite frankly, as of now, it is holding above the 50 SMA on the 4-hour chart, which is a good sign that the uptrend is continuing right around here at about 408, 410, or at least it's trying to continue right around here. And if it does crack under, I'd say 408, which is the high from the end of January, and you guys can see it here if I draw it out for you all. If we do fall under that point, and I might as well set my alert there as well, markets that were below, that is where we could fill the gap down to 400, which is the next main level of support, 400 to 403 here on SPY, and that's where my other alert is actually set right now. If we break 400, I mean, at that point, it could get even uglier, and things could start to shift in the bears' favor. But as of now, the bulls are still in charge. You know, the bulls are still in charge. And again, as long as we hold that 50 SMA and 408, they're going to be in a pretty strong position. And if I pull up the intraday chart, guys, you're going to see, wait a second, look at that. We held 408 in the morning, and we got a bunch of buying pressure off of that support. Now we're over 410. That's a very good sign here on the intraday chart. We're getting that golden cross. We're above the moving averages. Bulls are looking pretty good, guys. Bulls are looking pretty good here on the 20-day, on the 4-hour. Let's see how this, plays out for the rest of the day. And Triple Q, if I pull it up, it's doing the same thing pretty much, right? It got overbought after Big Tech reported, or even before, it was before Big Tech reported. Then the numbers came out from Apple, from Amazon, from Google. Those sold off a little bit. Well, Apple didn't sell off much, but the other two did, Amazon and Google. That brought down Triple Q, and now it looks like we're up 0.6% on the day. It looks like we're getting some buying pressure above that 50 SMA on the 4-hour chart. The 20-day chart looks pretty good. Clearly, the uptrend is continuing. And if I pull the intraday, you guys are going to see, we held around 303 earlier in the day, and then we started ripping about an hour ago, at about 11 a.m. on the East Coast. This thing started ripping, and now we're above the intraday, the pre-market highs, and we're starting to take out the highs from yesterday. We're not quite above all the highs from yesterday, but we are taking out 304, 305-ish. And if we take out 306, which actually is the intraday high from yesterday on Triple Q, that would be a very good sign for the bulls. At that point, we might be getting a massive run back to 314, maybe even higher. And 314, you guys probably know. Maybe you don't. I'll tell you right now, that was the high from about exactly 5 calendar days ago. So keep your eyes out on this, guys. It looks like, again, the bulls are still in charge, at least in my opinion, and in the very short term. And sure, that could change, but as of now, they're in charge. And of course, we break down stocks, charts, and we break down the markets every day, multiple times a day here on the channel. So if you want to keep in touch with what's going on, you like the way I break things down, make sure to subscribe, guys. It's literally free. Make sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel. I appreciate you all as always. So let's run through some stocks now. We had a couple companies report today that I want to cover that reported pre-market. We have even more, more companies after the bell today, and of course tomorrow and Thursday, big earnings days, guys. So another reason to subscribe. RCL, Royal Caribbean, is one that reported this morning. They ended up doing, it looks like here, $2.6 billion of revenue, and they lost $1.96 in earnings. Was that adjusted or unadjusted? Either way, they're losing money. They did about 2.9, or what was it? Rather 2.6 billion in revenue, and it looks like here, actually no, why does it say here they lost $1.12? That might, yeah, it's unadjusted. So they lost $1.12 in EPS versus the $1.34 loss estimate. So they actually beat on that, but revenue missed. Again, 2.6, which missed the 2.61 billion estimate. So slight miss there on revenue, and they see Q1 adjusted loss of about 65 cents to 85 cents. Looks like Q4 revenue rose 165%. As you guys know, I mean, these cruise lines got destroyed in 2020, 2021. So a lot of their comps, the comps are looking pretty good. 165% Q4 revenue growth year over year, which is not too bad. And it looks like here North America-based itineraries booked in line with 2019 for full year 23 and ahead for Q2 through Q4. So that's pretty good there. And they expect to take delivery of 3 new ships in 2023, which of course, that's a good sign. And it looks like here full year 23 adjusted EPS is looking to be about $3 to about $3.60. Not too bad. And the stock is up 2.5% on the day. And this is one that I told you guys, look, I'm not going to FOMO into it. It's pretty overbought. Even after the earnings today, even more so now, it's overbought. So I'm going to wait for some sort of pullback, like what we saw a couple months ago. You guys can see here, last time it got overbought heading into the end of November, early December, it hit $61, right? It cooled off all the way down to the mid-high 40s after that. And we held trend at that point, and of course, we ripped all the way to where we are now, $70. So I think we're going to see something similar, maybe some, a pullback down to the, lower mid-60s, maybe high 50s. That'd be a point where I'd consider RCL. We also have BP report earnings, which this stock is up 7% right now. This is an energy company, guys. This thing is killing it right now. So let's see what they ended up doing. Are they not even showing the numbers here? No, here it is. Adjusted EPS of $1.59 versus $1.67. So they missed on that, but they destroyed revenue, 69.2 billion versus the 53 billion estimate. I mean, that is insane. They beat, what were these analysts thinking? I mean, they beat the analyst estimate by not 1, not 2, not 3, but $16 billion, guys. That is actually insane. And they expect capital expenditure of around, they see right around 16 to 18 billion for 2024 to 2030 rather, which is okay. All right, let's see. Anything else here? Anything else on guidance? Not really. But what we're noticing here on the chart, guys, I want to focus on the chart here. This is looking amazing. I mean, we're at a fresh multi-month high on the 4-hour chart. We're not near all-time highs, no way. All-time highs on this thing were back in 07, roughly $80. So this thing is well off the all-time highs. But if we're looking at the 4-hour, there's no doubt about it. We're seeing a break, right? We're getting that ascending triangle essentially to play out here, which is a very good sign for the bulls. And on the 3-year chart, let's see, maybe on the yearly chart, we're actually at a high on the 3-year and the yearly, it looks like. 3-year chart as well. So this is starting to trend in the right direction, that is for sure. And if I pull the max chart up, let's see where BP could be going based off of some key levels in the past. So we can see here back in 2018, 19, we were struggling in the mid-high 40s, 45 to 47. That could be a gap to fill. Maybe towards $38, $40. That's a very short-term target that we could be seeing this thing go to. So shout out to BP. I don't own it, but if you do, you're doing great right now. Shout out to you. And we have XLE, which is one that I'm looking at, energy ETF here, which is starting to break. It's up 2% right now. It's up to 87.30 as I'm making this video. And it looks like here we're starting to make a move back towards the moving averages. If those break at about 88, 89, 90, we could be making a move to the top of this wedge, which could put it anywhere from 93 to 94. Maybe we break that. Maybe it goes even higher. So XLE looks pretty solid here. And did you guys see Tesla's finally starting production on the Cybertruck at the end of 2023? At least that's what we're hearing right now. Who knows? And this is after over 3 years of the unveiling of the Cybertruck. So about dang time, guys. And you could actually pre-order this thing for $100. You guys, maybe some of you watching did that already. the pre-order came out when they originally, announced it over 3 years ago. And who knows how many pre-orders there were. I think at some point, weren't there like 100,000, or am I making that number up? I forget, but who knows? Have you guys pre-ordered it? I have not. I go back and forth. I think the Cybertruck, the design looks super futuristic, super nice, but at the same time, I'm like, is it really a car that is, practical for most people? I don't know. I mean, it depends on the lifestyle you want. What I was reading is, it's faster than a Porsche 911, but it could tug 14,000 pounds or something crazy like that. I was reading this earlier. Let me pull this up. Either way, I mean, 2023, they're going to begin, building this vehicle by the end of 2023. And who knows if they actually do that? I mean, who knows? Elon Musk, we all know we can't 100% trust his word. Sure, a lot of the things he's said that he's going to do, he does do them, but it's the timetable that he does them within. He says, oh, we're going to do this by this time. Add another 2 years to that. Add another couple years to that. Or add another couple months. You guys know what I mean, right? So who knows what's going to happen. But right now, like I've been vocal about on the channel, Tesla is way overbought for me. I think it's due for a pullback. And, who knows? I could be proven wrong, which is why my alert's at 200. If we do break 200, maybe this continues to the 225, 230 level. But I think we pull back before we end up doing that. So that's pretty much it for the video, guys. I just wanted to do a quick breakdown on the markets, some quick, quick little look at those earnings reports from BP and from RCL. And again, we have a lot of other companies reporting after the bell, so make sure to subscribe, hit that like button, and make sure to get up to 15 stocks for a Moomoo if you want free money. If not, don't get your free money. And you could also get up to 12 stocks from Webull. And I actually made my first buy in the Patreon portfolio today. So if you guys want access to the Patreon portfolio, it's simply $10 a month. That is linked down below on tier 1 on my Patreon, and there's a tier 2, there's a tier 3. If you guys want more, perks, you also get my, charting throughout the day, moves I'm making, a Discord access, right? All that is on Patreon. So if you want to join, there's a lot of value there, guys, a ton of value. Check it out. Link down below. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.